plenty of people talking about powders and primers and bullet compounds and whatever, reloading components coming back in stock. That's great. Awesome. I can't always find what I'm looking for. For example, it's my last pound of 2400. So I'm thinking, what do I do now? I can't find Alliant powders. They've been pretty much unobtainium since this scamdemic, let's be politically correct, farce came about. 2400 is one of my favorite powders for 357. If you ever watch some of my videos, God, I hope somebody does, you'll see that my 357s, a lot of my loads, I load 2400 in them. So I was cruising through the internet, and one of the places that I buy from occasionally, Grafts and Sons, they said, hey, we've got powders. And so I went and looked, and what did I get? 2400? Nope, sorry. I got, put this back over here, Shooter's World Heavy Pistol. This pistol powder, it's supposed to be comparable to 2400. So I'm going to give this a try. 8 pounds. Great. I'm just ecstatic. All right. And it wasn't really any more expensive than pre-scamdemic, farce was. So, I look here, 357 Magnum. It's got a couple of loads here. 125 grade spear gold dot hollow point. 158 grain nozzler jacketed hollow point. Great. These are pretty equivalent to what I shoot. No, I don't shoot spears, and I don't shoot nozzlers. I don't know. You'll find loads for them. So yeah, 8 pounds of heavy pistol. I'm gonna try and work up some loads for some other calibers too. I'm gonna need the help with a couple of my friends with their online resources and their computer reloading programs. So we're going to give this a try. And if you saw my last 45 Colt video, Uncle Jim gave me some accurate number 5. And I used some of that in some of those loads. So thanks again, Uncle Jim. I'm reaching out. I'm trying different powders and stuff. I'm going to see what works and what doesn't work. Who knows? Maybe something I've overlooked for years will finally be the recipe. Shooter's World, that's nothing I can really get around here. Some people say use Ultimate Pistol. They didn't have it. They had Heavy Pistol, $178. So, $158. So I snagged me a box, and I'm pretty happy about that. Let me set this down. Then I got another box. So right after I ordered that, something that's been on back order for a long time, popped up on Graf's website. Now I'm down to my last pound and a quarter of Unique. I use Unique for almost everything. It's good on your Cheerios in the morning. No, I'm kidding. But right after I ordered the heavy pistol, I get an email alert saying something you had on back order is now in stock. Oh, great. What is it? Okay, I only had one thing on back order, and that was Unique. 8 pounds Unique. I've been waiting for this since January, and man, I'll tell you what, I'm pretty blown away. Now, with the price of it, hazmat, shipping, and yeah, even state sales tax, even though they're in Missouri and I'm in Utah. It came out $230. But when you break it down, that's really not that bad of a price. So, you know, I just got home today, and I should have been home yesterday, but my truck broke down up in Wyoming. These things happen. Okay, 1 second. Let me put this back in my powder locker. All right, so I broke down on Monday up in Wyoming, pulled into my last store delivery, and just as I came around the corner, I lost all the air pressure in my truck. And semi-trucks rely on air pressure to keep the brakes released. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of contrary, but anybody that's ever driven one understands how that works. You've got spring pressure against your brakes, and you have to have air pressure to push on the spring to release your brakes. And then when you hit your brakes, it pushes air pressure up and expands your brakes. So anyway, I lost all my air pressure as I was coming around the corner the last 10 feet actually, and I felt my brakes start setting up, and I says, uh-oh, this is no bueno. I looked down at my gauges just as all my alarms went off telling me I'd lost all my air pressure. So I've spent since Monday, and this is Thursday, broke down in Wyoming. Yesterday on Wednesday, they finally came up with a game plan. They were able to order an air compressor in. This is a little small town up in northeast Wyoming. In fact, it's only 25 miles from the Montana border. They towed me into the shop. They had the air compressor there. Just a matter of about 4 hours, and I was rolling again. So I'm grateful to that. I had an appointment today. I will show you why I've been really busy over the past month. And yeah, I was really stressed about getting back here today because I had an appointment at noon to do something with my wife and a couple other people. And yeah, it is what it is. But still, I have been so super busy the past month, just running around doing things, internet searches, talking to people, filling out forms, and you name it. It's been nuts. So about a month and a half ago, I'd say 5 or 6 weeks ago, I ordered something, and it finally came yesterday, as a matter of fact. And as you guys all know, I got the Kimber K6S double action, single action, or DASA as you will. And I had to order a holster from Craft Holsters, handmade for Craft Holsters. So this is handmade. It's an inside the waistband. It's also thumb brake. There you go. And this comes right out. But with my GP100, in fact, let me. Okay, since I just got home, yeah. Anyway, just for safety's sake, I like inside the waistband for my concealed carry. This is my concealed carry firearm now. It goes with me everywhere. So I wanted a holster, inside the waistband holster for the 4-inch. Nobody makes it. It's unobtainium. Nobody has it listed on their website. I mean, I checked a lot of holster makers. I even called some of them, asked them, "Hey, look, could you custom build one?" No, sorry, we just don't have the manpower to do that. So, a friend of mine, Mr. Revolver Guy, he reached out to me and he says, "Check out Craft Holsters." He says they're awesome holsters. He says, and they make one for the 4-inch Kimber K6S. And sorry, it was the gun holster company, Falco. Okay, so I went on the website and I looked. Okay, Craft Holsters. I I told some people that these are made in Germany. They're not. I was looking at the tag. They're made in Budapest, Hungary. So this came from Hungary. Very, very nice stitching. Very nice molding. I've got to break in the thumb brake a little bit more so that it'll snap. Even without a firearm in there, it's still pretty tight. And this has got the metal tab, so when you go to break it, everything comes open at the same time. So I need to soak this in neat's foot oil and get it started breaking in. But again, I got home today. I had just barely enough time for a shower and change my clothes, and my wife and I had an appointment we had to get to, and it was kind of important to us. I'll show you at the end of this video what we're doing. Some people know, but most of you don't. Anyway, this is really, they put these lines in here to strengthen this leather, but keep it soft. I mean, you've got to have a mixture with the leather holster of strength and softness. So once I soak this a few times with neat's foot oil, it should soften up quite a bit. I just had dinner with my wife. We didn't have time to even cook tonight, so we've been going great guns all day. Anyway, I will be, this will be the new home for my K6S, and I'll keep trying to break this in and get this thumb brake snap on a little bit better. It's pretty tight, but with some neat's foot oil, it will conform around the hammer. I did the same thing with my my GP100. The thumb brake holster on it was pretty tight, and eventually, there, I got it. Eventually it broke in, and that holster is great. That's a triple K holster, but yeah, craft holsters. Budapest, Hungary, who would have thought? And it really fine quality. I mean, I'm looking at stitching and everything. I would put that stitching up against anybody's. And it's a metal retainer here for the belt retainer. Most of the ones I've had, the DeSantis ones that I've had were plastic. Always worried about breaking one. This is pretty tight, so that's got to get broke in too. I put it inside my waistband and around my belt right here, and yeah, I had a heck of a time getting it back off my belt. So that's something else that'll have to be broken in. So anyway, I'm gonna show you what my wife and I have been up to, and it's a big step. Okay, guys, coming up. Hey, look, it's a field. All wide open, isn't it? There's some construction going on down there. And let's see, there's been some construction going on down here. Why am I showing you this? Well, I told you guys that I've been busy the last month or so. Pretty soon there's going to be a big hole here, and they're going to build a foundation, and they are going to build a home on this. This is lot 123. I could tell because it's just to the right of the light pole, and it's in the middle of the utility box there. This is all underground power here. This is where Jerry is going to have his new home, right here, and this is going to be my new residence. And not a big house, not a big lot or anything, but we're going to be building this from the ground up, and we're going to have it our way, and we're not going to have somebody else's dream. And I still have the mountains in the backyard. We will be this is facing east. We will be facing west, and yeah, okay. So there's apartments over here. There will be houses on this side of the street too. In fact, you can see that they're already starting to do the grading and everything, bringing in gravel and digging holes and stuff. There will be some houses here, and then all the way back to this fence back here will be phases 2, 3, and 4, and this whole area eventually will be filled up. But we are in phase 1. This is lot 123. It's the 23rd lot in phase 1. So I'll show you some pictures of the same model of home that time-wise we just left there, but it'll be following this, and some pictures and things of what the home, somebody else's home, looks like. And we'll be doing some more of our own design features. So, you know, in the next 6 or 8 months, we'll probably be showing the construction of the home and the completion, the move-in, and everything else. So, okay, just thought I'd bore you for a minute. Thanks.